I don't know. I cannot imagine our lives without the kids in our home, and it's just been a blessing. I look so forward to seeing them grow up, and it's so neat to see Jessica as a 13, almost 14-year-old becoming this mature young woman who's changed so much in the last 2 years, and just seeing how she's doing great in school and having good friends and participating. It's really neat. I can't wait to see the other two grow up as well, and they're going to be really good parents because they know what it's like now. They will not repeat this, as kids in foster care systems so often do, having children when they're children. They're not going to have that happen because they have good roots now, and just look forward to seeing them grow up. Choose adoption for the right reason. Do it because you want to bring a child into your home or children into your home, and make them part of your family, not a stranger who's brought into your home and kind of not really accepted as a full member. Do it because you want to love this child and help them make a difference in the world. As Jim said, I didn't have birth children, and my idea of adoption was kind of like Diane Keaton in Baby Boom, one of my favorite movies. The baby arrived at her doorstep. The toddler arrived at her doorstep. And Lord knows I didn't expect 3 children at my doorstep, but that's exactly what happened. And I wouldn't trade the last 2 years for anything. But it's been a struggle at times. I was used to doing what I wanted when I wanted, and we'd go on a trip at the drop of a hat. But the rewards of seeing these kids become such neat young adults and almost teenagers and almost a kindergartner has just been remarkable, and that's the most exciting thing, and I look forward to the years ahead with all 3 of them.
I think that it's important that as foster parents we respect the system. We don't have to think the system is perfect, and we actually don't, but it's very important we respect the system that we have because it's society's effort to do the best it can do. It's not perfect. Children in foster care come with baggage very often. Parents who come to foster care sometimes have baggage too. And we felt it very important for the children's health because the kids have to come first. The system teaches you that, but we really believe that. And we tried all the time while they were foster placements with us to act with that in mind.
Everyone should consider adopting an older child. It was something I didn't necessarily want to do, but as it was pointed out by a very wise man, all children become older children at some point. So we have such a great range of ages with our children, from a 4-year-old to a 13-year-old. So we get the full spectrum. There are so many children out there in the foster care system waiting for adoption, most of whom are older children, preteens to 17 and 18-year-olds. And these people deserve a home, deserve a family, so they have a chance in life, because it is so difficult to go out on their own the second the system lets them go at age 18. They just don't have any sense about life. They have to learn that through a family, and there are so many kids out there. Occasionally there's a baby, but usually that's with a sibling group, so you're going to have to just get over the want a baby thing and go for those kids, because they're out there and they all deserve a home.
And think of the values that we grew up with. We knew that when we got out of high school, our parents would point us toward college. Our parents would be there for us to help us begin formation of adult goals. We knew that our parents would be there for us to bring that first grandchild home to. We knew that our parents would be there for us until we needed to be there for them. That's the way family life is supposed to be. Children in foster care have as much right to that as do people like Kim and myself who grew up in a family without the disruption. Adoption, even of an older child, sure, it means that you have to pass up the joys of raising an infant, the joys of potty training a toddler, the joys of dealing with early teenagehood, if any of those there be. But nonetheless, if people who have the capacity to do this don't do it, the child is hurt the child's future generations are hurt. It's important that people with the capacity to adopt a child into their family and have the wherewithal to do it, do so. And the wherewithal doesn't mean the money, it means the emotional wherewithal, which I think is by far a greater price to pay.
For those who are maybe afraid of adopting, it is a serious thing, and you really need to think thoroughly through the repercussions of what will happen. We hear about a lot of parents when they hear about adoption, well, I don't want any kids with behavioral problems or emotional problems or any kind of baggage whatsoever. Every child has something, whether you give birth to them or they are adopted. It is worth the risk, but you need to be ready for it, and don't take it lightly. It's not to get a new buddy in your house. It's to get a child, and every child has needs, no matter if you gave birth or if they are adopted. So seriously consider it, and if you think it's the right thing to do, start the training and go through the process, and the right child will be placed with you.